Now you use a lot the word userization, and I like this term that you guys have come up with. It's really kind of making software adapt to users instead of users adapt to software. Tell us how you kind of came up with that idea and kind of how it flows into what fix.
Yeah, so software, if you know, like when software gets deployed, they design for one cohort. Okay, this particular process is designed for all the managers. This process is designed for all my outbound marketers. But within that cohort of 10 managers or within that cohort of 10 marketers, each one behaves differently based on their skills, their context they understand, their experience level. Or I'll give you an example of real life, right? Like everyone gets the same insurance for car amount, but everybody drives differently, right? You might be a better driver than me. You might be driving a safe route versus what I drive. I'm driving on hilly mountains and all. There's a more prone to accidents probably. So why should be both of our insurance be same? Okay, right? Our insurance amount should be same. It should be very, very specific to you, very, very specific to me, based on the telemetry, what it can collect, how safely you drive, what routes you take regularly versus I do. Exactly same thing what we realize while working with several of our customers and users. Why should software be designed for a set of users? Why can't each software or technology adapt to every individual's need? So rather than pushing individuals to adapt to underlying technology, can technology adapt to users? And that's what we call userization. So our mission was to ensure that userization happens for all the software in the world. And with AI, this was even actually like 2017, 2018 when we started working on userization philosophy and the concept. And with AI, this just accelerated because AI helps us to understand the context. AI helps us to customize to every individual's need, and userization, well, just got accelerated.
Well, it's a genius idea if you really think about it, because the ad companies have been doing this for years. I'm on the marketing and sales side, and they're bringing us this personalized ads based on exactly what we've clicked on, what cookies we have, what preferences we have. And it really shouldn't be any different for software. The context really matters, the context in the user. If you think about, you know, again, in my world, a sales user might be coming in to put notes about a meeting, which is very different context than putting in, an opportunity in Salesforce or something like that. And so the screens are different, the context is different. Is that kind of what userization is all about?
That's right. Like for example, if you're using a CRM, there are like 20 sellers in a company, and every seller has the same set of processes. They have to discuss with the prospect. They have to fill up all the information. Whether they are selling to an insurance industry or a pharmaceutical industry or anyone, the processes are more or less rigid. They are built for managers. Now imagine like which context Whatfix can collect. And if a seller is actually working with a specific prospect in the pharmaceuticals, it should be able to automatically nudge saying, hey, these are the typical compliances the pharmaceutical industry needs, and you need to pitch that. These are the typical use cases which your pharmaceutical companies actually utilize this your software for. So it can be very, very specific for that particular opportunity, for that particular use case, for that particular moment. Uh, Maybe another good example I can give you is let's say the seller is new, and there is a meeting coming up for with the CISO of a large company, information security officer, and this seller is new to my company or any other company and has never done an information security meeting. So maybe Whatfix understands that and immediately gives a nudge saying, hey, I do understand that 4 hours down the line you have a meeting with the CISO on security discussion. Why don't you go through this presentation or 30 minutes crash course or a training so that you are well prepared? So these are very, very specific and personalized to individual, and that's what utilization is.